Hi everyone, this is for chapter 13 volume and surface area of prism and cylinder, lesson 1 and 2. Right, you should be having your notes in front of you. Right, first let us go through the objective for this lesson. Now as you can see, the prerequisite knowledge, right, and for today's lesson you'll be on this. Alright, I know how to convert between cm square and meter square and from cm cube to meter cube. Right, so there are some examples here. So like 5 meter square equals to how many cm square? 5 meter cube equals to how many cm cube? And lastly, 5 meter cube is how many ml? So all these, if you know how to answer them, that means you have met the lesson objective. Right, first, let us go through, okay, how do I convert units? Okay, before this, you will let us recall some knowledge. That is 1 meter is equivalent to 100 centimeters. Alright, so now if I want to convert 1 meter square, right, what is 1 meter square? Right, you can think of it as a square, okay, with 1 meter on each side. Okay, it is a square, 1 meter on each side. Now, so this can be transformed into the same square, but now instead of 1 meter on each side, it is 100 centimeter on each side. Right, because 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So 1 meter convert to 100 cm, 1 meter convert to 100 cm. Okay, for all the four sides. So with this, now, the 1 meter square is the area of this square. So this is 1 meter square. So over here, the area is 100 cm multiplied by 100 cm. What I have is 10,000 centimeter square. So 1 meter square is equals to 10,000 centimeter square. Now, however, you do not need to memorize it like 1 meter square is equals to 10,000 centimeter square. Now, then how do you remember it? Now, look at the power of the units. It is a square. Okay, so square, it means that I have to convert the meter to centimeters 2 times. Hence, I need to multiply by 100 2 times. So, let us go back to the objective here. So 5 meter square is equivalent to how many centimeters square? So 5 meter square, if I want to convert to centimeter square, it will be equals to 5 times 100, okay, and multiply by another 100. So multiply by it 2 times because it is meter square. So what I will end up with will be 50,000 centimeter square. Right? So you do not really need to remember that, okay, 1 meter square is 10,000 centimeter square. Okay, you just need to recall this knowledge and you can use it. Alright, so you can fill in your notes all this. Okay, and as well as here, so 5 meter square is actually 50,000 centimeter square. Alright, so now that we know how to convert from meter square to centimeter square, now I'm going to move on to how do I convert a meter cube to a centimeter cube. So here you have a cube, right? A cube is basically a 3D object, okay, with all the length, breadth, and height, all the sides of equal length. That is a cube. So how do I find the volume? Is basically I take the height multiplied by the length and the breadth. So it's 1 meter cube. Okay, so it's 1 times 1 meter times 1 meter times 1 meter. Now, using the same principle as the area, so this 1 meter will convert to 100 centimeter. Right, so same thing with the other two sides. Okay, and then how do I get the cube? Well, it's simply 100 times 100 times 100. So total there are 6 zeros, 2, 2, 2. So 1 followed by 6 zeros, which is 1 million. Alright, so hence, therefore, you can see it's over here. Now, same thing, you do not need to remember 1 meter cube is 1 million cm cube. Just again look at the power. It is a power 3, a cube. So that means I need to convert the meters to centimeters 3 times, right? 3 times. So back to the objective. So 5 meter cube, I want to change to cm cube. Well, same thing, 5. I need to multiply by 100 3 times. So that will end off with 6 zeros. Alright? Okay. So that is how we convert from meter cube to centimeter cube. Now next, going to talk about how do we link it to volume. Alright, volume. So we know that when we buy, let's say, milk or fruit juice from the store, they don't tell us in centimeter cube or meter cube. They tell us in liters or milliliters. So how much is 1 milliliter is basically 1 cm cube. Right, exactly equals to 1 cm cube. Now, so 1 liter is how many milliliter? So 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. Alright, and since 1 milliliter is 1 cm cube, 1000 milliliter will be 1000 cm cube. Alright, so back to the objective here. Alright, so 5 meter cube is how many milliliter? It is basically the same as asking 5 meter cube is how many cm cube. So they are basically the same. Alright, so to summarize, to change from meter square to centimeter square, I basically need to change from the meters to cm 2 times because of a square. Right, from 1 meter cube to centimeter cube, I need to multiply by 100 3 times. I want to multiply by 100 3 times because of the meter cube. Right, that's the second thing. Third thing, 1 milliliter is equivalent to 1 centimeter cube. Alright, so there you have it. That's the end of the first lesson.